Today, while we are in Costa Maya, Mexico, we are going to do the Chacchoben Mayan ruins tour. So come join us. Let's see if we can have some fun. In this video, I included the tour guide discussion on the bus ride as well as the walk to the ruins as we got off of the bus. I will give approximate time stamps in case you want to skip around. After getting off the ship, we went to the designated meeting area and waited for our tour to start. Also, I would like to give everyone the heads up that there were a lot of mosquitoes out there when we were there. It's probably just because they've had a lot of rain lately, and also it was really hot.
I think this was pretty well designed. It's like it's giving a good breeze. Very nice buses. They're Volvos. Looks like our bus number is going to be 930.
Come to Costa Maya. But actually, Costa Maya is only the name of the port, only that area. This little village is Manawal, and this is a very, very small village. I mean, this is so small that nowadays we're having a population of over 1,500 people. 15, which means that most of the time there will be from each ship that near the town. Sometimes when 3 or 4 big ships arrive at the same time, we don't have enough workers, so we have to ask for 41s, for double, triple, or whatever. But it's okay, enough jobs for everyone, right? Actually, we are not even from here. So for example, Germán comes from Cancun. Have you heard about Cancun, guys? Well, Cancun is just about 5 hours from here. Yes. And I am from Carrillo Puerto, a little town which is about an hour and 45 minutes from here. It's just like us, because several people working over here are not even from here. So because of that, whenever we're not receiving ships, this becomes the ghost town. If you come here in a day in which we're not receiving ships, you won't find any person, any car, anyone walking around. So thanks to you over here today, and most of the people all around. Artisans, drivers, waitress, guides. You know, most of the people that do live over here are mainly retired people. Workers usually live outside the town. Yes. And well, guys, you will find a lot of people reconstructing all around. Not only today, but actually almost whenever you come over here. This is because we're having hurricanes very often. We're having a hurricane season which is from June to October more or less. So because of that, you'll find a lot of people constructing, reconstructing all the time, all around here. Yes. And well, guys, you will find that we're going to take a rural road. Half of the rural road is swamp. So because of that, sometimes you can see some deers, alligators, turkeys, gray frogs, peacocks, some tarantulas, some snakes as well, passing through the road. So yes, that's why Germán is very important today, because he has to be aware of that. They just only appear in the middle of the road. We're also having jaguars around the area. Yes, actually jaguars are super protected by law. If you touch a jaguar, you will get a jail for sure. Actually, even if we hit them by an accident, we will get a jail anyway. Yes, they are so protected that we have to be extra careful whenever we drive all around here. And sometimes it seems that jaguars have more rights than humans over here. Okay, so yes, we have to be extra careful. Yes. And well, something related with the animals, guys, is that just perhaps, we're going to see some spider monkeys at the place, at the archaeological site. Why perhaps? Well, this is because they are free. They are just walking around the area, and they are friendly, if you can say so. Because you know, they are used to the people. They allow people to take them photos and stuff. But if we see it better, if we're going to get so close to them, because again, they're just wild. So sometimes they're like throwing things, stealing things. So if we see them, don't worry, guys, don't be afraid. They are friendly. It's just that we have to be careful. Please don't feed them, not even bother. It's just in case, because as I told you, as they are free, they are just wherever they want, anytime they want. And of course, amigos, monkeys are most of the time are on the trees, on the branches, or from us, right? If you turn to see them, please close your mouth, okay? Why I'm telling you so? Because as a natural reaction, What people do most of the time whenever we try to see them is this. See, let them catch sound, right? Well, guys, they just only poo or pee, and sometimes they do it on purpose, okay? And it's not common. I've been working here for about 7 years. Unfortunately, I've seen that only once in my life, okay? But guys, unfortunately, I've seen that once in my life. It's super disgusting. You don't want to see that. You don't want to try that. I don't want to see that again. So please be extra careful. We better go a little bit away from them, which would be easier, right? So just in case, okay? As they are free, they are just wherever they want, anytime they want. That's a national park, amigos. So they are just wherever they want, anytime they want. And of course, please don't try to feed them. They don't need us, amigos. They have enough food over there. They have enough nature. But now, back to you guys into the ocean in about 45 minutes, more or less. You'll eventually get to Banco Chinchorro. Banco Chinchorro is part of the second biggest reef in the world. So if you come back here again, I highly recommend you to visit Banco Chinchorro. It's a super beautiful place, excellent for snorkeling, for scuba diving, as well for fishing. If you like fishing, sometimes you're having some tours in which you can go fishing. Well, just in case you come back here again, I would recommend you try Banco Chinchorro, a super beautiful place with a lot of nature. But now, amigos, we know a little bit of Mahahual, some animals, but we are here because of the Mayans, guys. We're going to a Mayan site. By the way, amigos, if you forgot something important, at the back, at the very end of the bus, we're having a restroom, okay? So we're having a restroom on board. If you're going to use it, please don't throw the paper into the toilet. Please throw it into the basket that is next to the toilet, because it's going to stop. And of course, amigos, it's only for emergencies, okay? Only for number one. Okay, and explain myself. Only one, no two, no three, no four. Only number one. Yes. So please, let's take care of the restroom, amigos. We're going to spend here 2 hours. 1 hour going to the site, 1 hour coming back. So please, let's take care of the restroom. It's super important. Well, now going back with the Mayans, guys. Well, nowadays we're having a population of over 7 million Mayan descendants. Perhaps, amigos, it may sound a lot because there are some countries with less than 7 million inhabitants, but for Mayans it's not. Because when the Mayan civilization flourished, they have a population of over 20 million people. And nowadays 7 million no Mayans are no descendants, and from that 7 million, unfortunately, only 1 million speakers, which means the world is the language, so the culture. Well, amigos, even in case I am a Mayan descendant, my both parents are Mayans, and I speak Mayan too. So do you want to learn some Mayan words, Mayan phrases? Yes? Okay. Well, great. Well, first of all, amigos, at the beginning, when I was learning English, I just realized that we're having some words in common. I mean, we pronounce it pretty similar, but with a completely different meaning in writing. While having the pronunciation, not in some words, the language itself is completely different. Okay? So for example, a very common word that we're having in both English and Maya, well, this is a slang, but it's a very common word, which is cash, which means money, right? Amigos, cash, that same pronunciation exactly the same way in Maya means chicken. Cash, yes. If you pronounce cash over here, people will understand chicken, yes. And there are certain words that can be a little bit funny, disgusting, natural. It depends how you take them. So for example, the word kiss, okay? Kiss, another very common word in English, but in Maya you have to be careful. In Maya, kiss, that same pronunciation exactly the same way, means to fart, okay? Yes, kiss means to fart in Maya. And if you add, yes, to fart, gases, yes. And if you add ing, like kissing, then it has a completely different meaning again. So kissing means the neighbors, okay? So we better be careful with whatever we ask over here, right? So if you don't want a surprise, a slap, or something like that, then what you have to say is in at tooth, okay? That's how you ask for a real kiss in Maya. Ink at. It's like if you're speaking with your throat. Ink at, and then swim your lower partner with your teeth with your tongue. The truth. Ink at a truth. That's how you ask for a real kiss in man. Yes. And well, if a Mayan family calls you, which will be super easy or super friendly, well, you only need to know 3 phrases. With only 3, you can survive a long time. Other phrases are ink at Inkanal. Inkanal, it means I want to eat. I am hungry. Okay? Yeah, Inkanal. Then, Inkatha. Inkatha, it means I want water. I'm thirsty. And Inkati, Inkati, when it is something that perhaps some of you need now, which means I want to sleep or a place to sleep. So, water, food, and a place to sleep, and perhaps a kiss, that's it, right? That's all we need to survive not only here, but actually wherever you go. Yes. And in case, amigos, if you want to compliment somebody in Maya, you have to say, Hachkich Panech. Hachkich Panech, amigos, means you're so beautiful like the flowers. Okay? All that sentence is a single word. Hachkich Panech. Yes. Okay? Well, amigos, as I told you, nowadays we're losing the language. We are losing the language, and there are several reasons why we're losing it. But nowadays, perhaps because it's very difficult to learn, so to teach Mayan. Well, amigos, I used to teach Mayan in a university, and yes, it's very difficult. The problem is that we lack of grammatical rules. We're having several irregular words, which means that we need to memorize a lot. That's the problem. We need to memorize a lot. And also, there are certain words that Mayans didn't used to have, like cars, trains, phones. You know, Mayans didn't used to have them, but anyway, we're having words for them nowadays. So, for example, how we say a car nowadays? Well, we say his boots. His boots, amigos, is a compound word. Remember kiss? There's a result to the place at the beginning. If you separate word by word, kiss and boots literally means a thing that hurts. Okay? This is because the all cars that we used to have used to do a lot of noises, smoke, pollution, and all those things. So that's why kiss boots that are creating words. We describe the word and then we compound the description, guys. But most of the words were created several years ago with the first cars, first trains, first everything. So that's why those descriptions are super old. Okay? For example, for a train, how do you describe a train? Imagine, being a Mayan, several years ago, you haven't seen no machines, no cars, no nothing else but nature. How you would describe a train? Just try to think about it. Yeah, a very old train. Well, first the Maya, the way we say train is Timin Ichkat. Timin Ichkat literally means a horse on fire. Okay? Yeah, a horse on fire. That's how we say train. As you can see, it's not that we can infer those descriptions nowadays. They are super different. So that's a problem. As we cannot infer them, we need to memorize them. So more memorization. So basically the problem with the language is the memorization. Okay? And but now, changing topic a little bit, amigos, you know, Mayans were excellent mathematicians, astronomers, builders. They were super accurate in many files. How that Mayans were super accurate? Well, this because, amigos, Mayans were the only civilization in this continent, in the whole Americas, that developed the idea of zero. Okay? Mayans invented the zero over here. So not even Aztecs or Incas that were advanced civilizations as well developed it. Only Mayans over here. So because of that, they were able to count until infinite. Unlike us, amigos, nowadays we're needing 10 symbols, 0 and 1 to 9. They only needed 3. With only 3 symbols, they were able to count until infinite. And well, let's see, most of you can see it. I know it's difficult, but let's try. Some of you can see them. These are the symbols, guys. The most important one is the seashore in the corner, which represents 0 or nothing. The dot represents 1 or unity, and the bar represents 5. So with only these symbols, they were able to count until infinite. A seashore, a dot, and a bar. That's it. Now, how they managed to count until infinite without repeating them a lot? Well, they used something called bifesimal system, which means to multiply per 20. So what they did? Well, they just divided it into stages, into levels. The first stage is per 1, and this is per 1. It means that any symbol you write on the first stage will be multiplied per 1. But guys, the maximum you can use in each stage, in each level, is 4 dots at the same time, and 3 bars at the same time, or the seashell. no more than 4 dots and 3 bars or decision in each stage, in each level, okay? So that's in the first stage. So remember, 4 dots of 1, it's 4. 3 bars of 5, it's 15. So 15 plus 4, it's 19. So that 19, guys, is the maximum we can count at the first stage, as this is per 1, and as we can use a maximum 4 dots and 3 bars or decision in each stage, in each level, okay? Now, the second level is then when we start multiplying per 20. The same as the first one, but now any symbol right at the second will be multiplied per 20. Again, maximum 4 dots and 3 bars or decision. So if you want to represent 21, for example, we only need 1 dot at the second stage and 1 dot at the first one. 1 dot will be 1 times 20, 20. Plus 1 the first one, 21. Okay? If you want to represent, for example, 100, well, we only need 1 bar at the second stage and 1 section at the first one. 1 bar will be 5 times 20, 100. Plus the section, I still having 100. And so on, any symbol you write at the second will be multiplied by 20, and in the first one will be multiplied by 1, and then you sum them. Now, the next level, how we create the next level? Well, we keep multiplying 20 by 20, 400. That's how you create the next level. So any symbol in the next one will be multiplied by 400. Now, the next one, again, 400 per 20, 8,000. And so on, you need to multiply the previous levels always per 20, including the 1, and then that's you create a new level. And in each level, we're able to use 4 dots and 3 bars or decision. We multiply between each level on each stage, and then we sum all of them. Okay? So that's how much easier to count, guys. I know, as it was super quick, it's somehow difficult to see it, so to get it. But if you focus on it, you'll master in about 10-15 minutes. Because you only need a dot, bar, and seashore. But in contrast, with American system, guys, hieroglyphics were super difficult. You know, if we're suffering with 26 characters in English, still we make grammatical mistakes. Imagine the Mayan hieroglyphics with 800 characters. Imagine writing with 800 letters. How difficult it was. So Mayans had numerical system, hieroglyphics, calendars, and they were one of the three civilizations in the whole history that invented paper. You know, only 3 invented it. Chinese, Egyptians, and Mayans. Only the Mayans invented a matte paper. So because of that, they were able to write books, to make books, and to gather a lot of information with very accurate dates, as they used to write in leather, paper, wood, and stones. Unfortunately, guys, even though they were able to write books and to gather a lot of information, nowadays we're not having almost any information about it. This is because when the Spanish arrived, they brought their own religion. So when they saw the Mayans had a different religion, different gods, they saw them as a pagans. It was a sin to have another god. So what they did, well, priests ordered to burn all the books, to destroy all the stelas, all the carvings, all the lintels, all the information Mayans just gathered. So because of that, amigos, unfortunately, nowadays, officially, we are having only 4 codex. Only 4, which are Dresden Codex in Germany, Paris Codex in France, Madrid Codex in Spain, and the Violet Codex, the only one here in Mexico City. But that's why we're having books, guys. For example, we're having the Popol Vuh, which is the most popular one. The Popol Vuh, guys, is popular known as the Mayan Bible. Perhaps because of the topics they speak about over there. For example, they speak about the origin of the humans, how we're created according to the Mayans, of course. They speak about the gods of the upper world and the gods of the underworld. They speak about the ball game, which wasn't a game but a ritual. They speak about the 9 different levels, the 9 different houses of the underworld, and about so many other interesting things and stories. If you have the opportunity to read it, I highly recommend you. The Popol Vuh, you'll create an excellent movie on your head with that book. As I told you, it's popular known as the Mayan Bible because of the topics. For example, there is a story, guys, at the beginning, pretty similar to the story of Noah. Have you heard about that story, guys, from Noah? Well, according to that book, the humans were created in 3 attempts. The one similar to the story of Noah was the second attempt. Apparently, God created humans at the second attempt that they describe it as they were made with wood. Okay, but what they mean? That they didn't have feelings. They didn't respect the gods. They didn't respect each other. They couldn't have kids, and At certain point, at certain moment, they just thought that they were better than the gods. Okay, they thought that they were more powerful than the gods. So it bothers the gods. So what happened? Well, they just decided to kill them. And it was the god Hurricane, the one in charge of killing them. So the god Hurricane just sent a huge rain in which he killed everybody. Okay, they killed everybody. And then they had a third attempt. And this third attempt, they just created these new humans, Mayans in this case, in which now these new ones, they just started having feelings, they just started thinking, they just started having kids. And the most important thing for the gods, they just started respecting the gods and worshiping the gods, so feeding the gods. Okay? If you compare the second topic of the second tribe, the topic was quite the same. You know, a lot of people being killed by a huge rain. And just like that story, there are some others that can be somehow pretty similar to the ones of the Bible, but there are some others that are super, super different. So just in case if you like to compare books, to compare civilizations, or just an interesting story to read, well, I highly recommend you the Popol book. You'll be next to the movie on your head with that book. Okay? And also we present some liters, carvings, hieroglyphics, still that survive, but still that's not enough information. Also, we remain descendants. We preserve customs, traditions, it's just that nowadays it speaks to the Catholicism. Instead of praying to Kukulkan, Kirin Chahal, Chak, those ancient gods, now we pray to Jesus Christ. So it's the same tradition, but different God. And of course, we don't sacrifice people anymore. Yes. Okay? Well, amigos, as I'm Simon, so you're trying to survive a little bit, I would just let you rest a little bit. I know these are vacations, not classes, right? So don't worry, I would just let you rest a little bit. And then the archaeological side, I will keep speaking again. So don't worry, you will have enough information today. At the same time, you'll enjoy this too, okay? But before it, just for those who are still awake, amigos, if somebody is interested into something special, unique, handmade to remember experiences in the Mayan lands, well, the board allows some Mayan families for offering their best products. You know, amigos, Mexico is one of the main producers of silver in the world. So these high quality silver, these are stronger and heavier than any pen that you can find on jewelries. But what makes them unique is that they are handmade. That's what makes them authentic. As they are handmade, you can write any letter you want on them, but translated into the Mayan phonetic alphabet, hieroglyphics, and symbols. So for example, here's my name, it's Danas. It's D-E-N-N-I-N-S. Danas into the Mayan phonetic alphabet. If you're wondering, guys, yes, Danas is my real name. Why? I don't know. Perhaps on the all of movies, television, Dennis the Menace, I don't know, but that's my real name. I even have Mayan last, which is page out. Yes. And then we're having the powerful Kirin Chahal, the God of the Sun. I have a favorite page. This is my father's initial in the middle. And then we're having my favorite is Jet, the God of the Health and the Fertility. I have an H for out, this is my mom's initial in the middle. So just in case if somebody is interested, is looking for something special, well, I highly recommend you these ones because you will be supporting that with those artisans, to those families, but at the same time you'll be acquiring an excellent piece of silver. You know, the quality of the silver is the maximum you can get on jewelry, which is 950 key, so much better than a sterling silver, a little bit more pure. But just in case if somebody is interested, guys, please let me know it as soon as possible, because as they are handmade, they need enough time for making them. So they will be making them the good tours at the very end of the tour, on the way back, they will be ready for you. So you're paying to them, they are giving to you at that same moment. So you can bring this little piece of Mexico, this little piece of art with you today on your ships. And these are the formats for them. In case you want the Stella, Sun, or Moon, just check whatever you want, and you put the letter or letters you want to translate into the Mayan phonetic alphabet. They accept credit card, debit card, cash, or Apple Pay, or whatever that uses NFC with your phones or whatever else, except American Express and Discovery. Okay, and the card, cash, or with your phone, except American Express or Discovery. And the prices for the Sun and the Moon, each one of them have a cost of only 49 US each one, okay? 49 the Moon, 49 the Sun. And for this Stella or Stili, it has an only cost of 46, but with only one letter. If you have an extra letter, it has an extra cost of 4 each extra. So then we include the 50, the 54, the 58, the 52, the 6, 70, and so on for each extra letter. Of course, the more it has, the larger it gets, the less the shorter. And once again, they accept cards or cash or with your phones. It's up to you, except American Express and Discovery. I will just pass next to your seat for those who are still awake. In case somebody's interested, fill this format and I will just send as soon as possible to them so they can start working on them and be ready at the very end of the tour. Again, so you can print this little piece of art this trip piece of Mexico with you today at your ships, guys.
Was it mushrooms? Did you see the mushrooms?
You're very welcome to my office. You're very welcome to Chacchoben Mayan Creek. Chacchoben, guys, means the place of red foam. Unfortunately, as I told you, everybody can hear me this way? Yes? The back? Yes? Good? Okay, great. Yes, as I told you, this is Chacchoben Mayan ruins. Unfortunately, as I told you, we don't have enough information about Mayans, so we don't even know the original name of this place. It was given only by the archaeologists. This place was at the beginning, in 1940s, by a farmer called Sevillano, what happened? He didn't tell anyone about this place. So he was farming all around the area, at the 40s until the 70s. Then at the 70s, he hosted an archaeologist whose name is Peter Harrison. And as Peter Harrison told the government about this place, officially, this place was founded in 1972 by Peter Harrison. But here we know that the very first one was Sevillano Cuo, the farmer. Amigos, this area, Chacchoben, belongs from the Mayan classical period, which is from the 300s to the 800s after Christ. And all these buildings, guys, were built with limestone, a special kind of cement, which was a mix of mud, clay, lime, some sap, some trees in water. If you are wondering where they took all that limestone, well, the whole peninsula of Yucatan is in a huge platform of limestone. So if we dig a little bit, we'll eventually find a lot of it. It's very easy, and they used to make quarries as well. Actually, all this is limestone, guys. We're having a lot of limestone over here. Now, this is the building number 24. This was a multifunctional building, but mainly used as ceremonial building, which means that it was mainly used, well, for praying, giving gifts to the gods, ceremonies, perhaps sacrifice of both humans and animals as well. These buildings, amigos, were built nesting those lights. Because when they changed the power, the new ruler used to build his own structure up to the previous one. And next the same, and next the same. So if we're able to do this, we'll find a previous construction, and a previous one, and a previous one. This one has 4 layers, because there are small buildings inside, but it's still completely solid. No tombs, no hollow, no nothing else but a previous building inside. Mayans used to make tombs that look like this. It's just that here are not excavated. Over here we're going to find only ceremonial buildings completely solid, okay? There's no way to get in, amigos. They used to have a room at the top. It's just that because of the time it collapsed. But yes, we used to have the room at the top, and only the priests, only the rulers were allowed to climb up over here. The other people used to be down here, around the building. Okay? Now, let's go for some photos before they go as well. Then I will keep speaking a little bit more. So let's go for some photos, guys. You can go to if you want, you can climb 5, 6, 7.
Alvaro's family, please follow me. Right here. That's us.
Excavated here. So now, guys, are we gonna wait here? Yes? You want to stop? Okay. Well, amigos, please watch out your steps. The problem are the stones that we cannot see. Okay? So please be extra careful. Watch out your steps all the time. It can be somehow slippery in certain areas. Okay? So let's go this way, amigos. Over here. Okay, let's just wait it. Sí, ya está.
Is Grandma doing okay back there?
I don't know, but I don't know. There's so many mosquitoes down here. How do you get exposed to them now?
Okay, amigos, Dennis group. Dennis, over here, guys. We're going to walk straight.
Over here, guys. This way.
For a cacao. Objects for cacao. Then we're having
You got like 2 mosquitoes on your back. Can you put this in your pocket too? Mama? Can you put it in there? I'm trying to kill mosquitoes, so don't forget this either. Here, want me to put that in the inside of it? I'm gonna try and kill some mosquitoes.
Okay, just over here, guys, is safe.
Set till there's mosquitoes.
Ouch.
I got one of them.
Thank you.
Okay, amigos, Dennis group over here. We can get a little bit closer. Lot of mosquitoes? Yep. Kind of. Well, guys, over here we're having something called El Gran Basamento. This Gran Basamento is a huge platform, a huge foundation. Up from this Gran Basamento, guys, we're going to find two ceremonial buildings again. Building number 1, building number 2, okay? This is a perfect example of the nesting dolls I was talking to you about, guys. Over here, we used to have a 33 steps stair, just like the one in the corner. But it was so damaged that archaeologists decided to put it away. So they found this previous structure inside. And if you put away this one, we find a previous one, and a previous one, and a previous one, until it gets flat. So the whole basement was man-made, handmade. Okay? Now, once we climb up this structure, on the right side, you'll find building number 1. Building number 1 is perhaps the most important one we're having over here, because it's the tallest one and also it's perfectly aligned to the sun. Mayans used that building as an agricultural calendar light. I took this photo like 6-7 years ago. I will show everybody. Okay, as you can see, the sun is rising just at the middle of the building number 1. We cannot see this building over here, guys. We have to climb if you want to see it. Okay, this photo was taken on March 21st, 6 a.m. But it was a super early tour, but it worth it because we could see this. We can see this not only on March, guys, but September 21st as well, so equinoxes. Okay, so perhaps Mayans use that building as an agricultural calendar light. That building is completely solid, building layers, just like the first one. Now, as soon as you climb up on the left side, you will find building number 2, also known as the Temple of the Vessels. This is because when archaeologists came here, the first thing they saw were those vessels down that temple. Those vessels, guys, were commonly used for worshipping Chac, the god of the rain. Apparently, there was a face mask as well on the building number 2. The problem, it was made with limestone, soft. So when archaeologists tried to work on them, they destroyed them, okay? But again, unfortunately, because of, we cannot see it, but because of the mask and because of the vessels, we can infer that perhaps Mayans used that structure for worshipping Chac, the god of the rain. As well, that building is perfectly aligned to the moon. So perhaps they used this structure for both astronomical purposes because of the sun and the moon, but as well for agricultural purposes. Because the sun, moon, and rain were and still are super important for agriculture. Even nowadays, people consider the position of the moon for planting, harvesting, or whatever like that. And sometimes as well for cutting wood. There are some kind of woods that it is supposed, they depends on the position or certain days. If you cut in certain days, they can get harder or they can resist more or they won't be attacked by termites, okay, depending on the day or the position of the moon. And still some people consider that whenever they cut the wood. Well, amigos, I know a lot of mosquitoes, so now we're going to move, okay. Now, well, guys, the way to see those buildings, if you want to see them, there's no other option but climbing, okay. Over here on the left side is the only way to get there. And once you get at the top, you'll be having two options. You can keep climbing up straight, or you can round the structure if you don't want to climb up anymore. It's up to you. If somebody don't want to climb, guys, you can wait here for the people that will. Here we're having some wooden benches in which you can rest and wait for the people that will climb. I will meet everybody's down, guys, in 15 minutes. Okay, in 15 I will meet everybody's down and then we walk to the next stop. Please watch up your...
Are you climbing, Mom? Okay.
Watch for the mosquitoes, they'll eat you. I already saw them biting your leg. And then I almost killed one, but it got away. Mosquitoes don't like the heat, right?
I'm short.
You know.
Everybody else has come down. You got this. Or in the middle.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Sit down.
Down there. I saw that.
You know, I think all of that kind of knowledge will just go because the first computer there is already stopped. Nobody started to read and to write. You know.
How old are these folks?
Almost 2,000.
Almost 2,000.
Yeah.
So they were already over 1,000 when conquistadors came. Oh wow.
I think they have it here either.
You don't think.
Correct. Thank you all for the work you're doing.
Time to go.
Para los tres.
Mira, deja de llorar y ven. Está increíble.
buy something to get rid of these bug scrap bites. Yeah, they do that sometimes.
They'll have a feast. That breeze feels good, doesn't it?
Pero en serio, no tienes fuerza. Mira, en la iglesia, tiraron, en la iglesia había un challenge que era una persona aquí con las dos piernas, otra acá. Eso entreno, hace que tiene
Thank you, Nancy. All right, let's go.
Found a nice little shape area.
I know.
A star.
It is a star. It's a nice and careful place.
Let's walk around the back, see what other things we can discover. Let's look around and then we'll climb down and then we'll set up base camp. Ooh, did you just boo?
There's another side over there too that's pretty cool.
Is it?
Did you get the sun in it?
Ones that have all washed out or the stuff between them is washed out.
Oh, there you go. There's some place for the cans.
Thank
Did
you very
finish
much.
it? Oh, okay. Here you go. Can you, yeah.
So between the stones, it's all washed. When we climbed up that other one,
It was swinging.
Those are the ancient Mayan monkeys. You have like kings. Candy.
hay más por ahí porque se escuchan.
Я пришлю, да. There's a monkey.
Ah, there it is. Can you see Abigail?
Yeah, I've been seeing it.
You got pictures of the monkey?
Not in a while.
That's true.
We took you to the zoo.
Yeah, but these are alive.
Ooh.
They're living their best life, aren't they?
They are.
No se te pegó.
Okay, amigos, over here. Well, I know a lot of mosquitoes and other things, so don't worry, I will speak so much. So I just want you to know that this is Plaza B, the main plaza where the people used to gather. Thanks to the way of construction, they used to have an excellent echo over here. So if you're at the top and you speak, almost everybody down here will hear you. Here's where the people used to gather, guys. Back those days, the city was clear, no trees, no nothing but buildings around in the area. So the acoustic was excellent, okay? About this, I will speak at the transportation better, more comfortable with the AC, no mosquitoes and all those things, okay? So again, just remember this is Plaza B. And over there at the corner, we're having a residential area, okay? Which means houses. Well, in this case of the needs of the rich people, you will see that we can find the foundations, but not the houses anymore, because those were made with thatched roofs, cabañas, huts, wooden houses, okay? Again, I will speak about it deeply, and the transportation, the way to the port. Now, guys, you will be having the option to go the residential areas. I told you, we usually have more mosquitoes over there. It's up to you if you want to go over there, guys. Take your photos, explore a little bit at the corner, and then come back here and take your photos around the area and explore. I will meet everybody over here in 10 minutes, okay? In 10, I will meet everybody over here, guys. It's up to you.
So come back here in 10 minutes.
It will be all up to you guys. See you over here in 10
Okay.
minutes.
You stick with Dennis.
¿Cuál? ¿En el Lion? ¿Haría mosquitos super grande? Sí. It's the same building, yes. So this is the other place. If you look, there is
de madera. Yeah. When you say something in the same
Apenas tengo yo también.
Sí, pero... Yeah, that's the mother that's working out here.
There can't be that many mosquitoes, right?
Oh, there can't be that many.
Ready? One, two. Pero que haya comida de mosquito, Roberto.
Don't walk down there. I stepped one step and about 10 of them.
My husband would disagree with you. I have a problem. I take too many.
I do too.
I just say I'm preparing.
Take photos or not.
¿Van llegando o van entrando apenas? Sí.
Ya que es lo último.
Ya que es lo último, sí. Ya va a salir.
Sí. Por lo menos nuestro grupo. Housing, market, workshop. Maybe? Well, if all this is nothing but huts, like all these huts too.
So maybe they had for
Villages.
And then our transportation guys, 9K, remember? Yeah, actually the first one. Over the parking lot. If you want to go in another transportation, you can do that one. It's up to you. Okay? So, but the thing is, I will meet everybody after we get there. 10 minutes after we get to the service area. Okay? So, somebody's missing someone, guys? Yes, no, everybody's here? Okay?
Let's
No?
go,
Well,
Dennis!
Marcus will take care of them, right?
They are right together.
Thank you for.
Oh, that's a good shot.
There's three.
I know she had to get it.
I hope so.
She's coming out. God.
Yeah,
Are you showing off?
A little
Look
one.
at him, he's right
Looking
there.
like a baby.
Hello.
Don't open your mouth.
Well, hello.
coming down.
You're showing off for us, aren't you, babe?
Well, how'd he do? Make it left out.
Sometimes it pays to be at the back of the class.
Yes, it does. That's a good one.
Oh, he's coming to follow.
Oh, the baby's coming.
Stay
Oh,
back
yep.
though. They're probably protective of the baby.
No, they said they walked right there.
Thank y'all so much for pointing it out to me.
Yeah. He's not going to go probably if I see it.
Come on, let's go.
Come on. Jaguar. Now that would make the trip. That's what he said. He said in they're highly protected. Highly.
Where the people used to live, okay? As you could see, some of you, there were the foundations, but not the houses. Because they've been thatch roofs, cabañas, huts, wooden houses. They disintegrated with time. So that's why we cannot see the houses anymore. But the foundations is because of the weather. It was in order to take care of their houses, to keep their houses safe from the heavy rains, from the goods, so from the books, from the snakes. So that's why the foundations. Also, Mayans used to build their dead down their own houses. That's why they used to do that kind of foundations as well. When they didn't do that, they used to build them outside the house or at the backyard. Okay. Okay. Yes. Well, if you're wondering why they decided to build a city over here, because just like any other civilization, because of the fresh water. We're having a good nearby, which eventually gets to a river, some fresh water and water for drinking. Anyway, Mayans used to make something called chortuns. A chortun, amigos, is a system like on the ground, in which Mayans used to gather water from the rain, and also cooks, mainly corn, as it was fresh. It was excellent for preserving goods, very well and very, very fresh. There was an average 65 feet deep as an average. They could be deeper, but as an average, 65 feet deep. Yes. And, well, amigos, just at the end, we got the Plaza B, the main plaza where the people just gather. As I told you, they have an excellent view over there, so you're at the top and just speak. Almost everybody down that area would hear you. That's where the people just gather, guys, because that was an administrative area, which means, well, taxes. Yes, amigos, Mayans used to pay taxes. Civilization haven't changed too much. How they pay taxes? Well, depending on their jobs. If they were farmers, whatever they grow. If they were hunters, whatever they hunt. If they were artisans, in this case, artisans were in charge of making weapons. But also, another way to pay taxes, it was helping building those huge, amazing structures. Because yes, the cities were mainly built, Mayans had captives, they had slaves, yes, but the cities were mainly built by the own citizens. So that way, whenever those buildings were done, they were allowed as well to use those facilities. So, the cities, most of them were mainly built by the own citizens. So that was the purpose of that Plaza B, where the people just gather. Well, guys, I know it has been a lot of love around all those things. Perhaps you want to rest a little bit, perhaps you're tired because of the mosquitoes, because of the weather. Now, I will just let you rest, guys, and now just enjoy the trip the way back. Thank you to everybody for joining us today here in the middle of nowhere at Chacchoben Mayan. Now just enjoy your snacks, your drinks, or just enjoy your siesta, guys. If you're going to take siesta, well, I will wake you up. I will just wake you up as soon as we arrive to the port. We are at about 55 minutes, more or less, from the port. So now, again, just enjoy the trip the way back. Enjoy your.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye!